Hey, hi there. It's John. This is a sequel to a mini webinar I put out, I think 4 nights ago that we've had almost 300 views on. And obviously this subject about the coronavirus or COVID-19 is, well, it's everywhere, right? It's everywhere, but what's not everywhere is the opportunity for you as a tanning salon owner. And I'm not going to be real subtle about my messages today because I'm pretty impassioned about what's going on. So bear with me here while I'm going through this because I want you guys to really do well with your salons. And now is not the time to lay down. And so the question that I got 15 times, 15 different clients called me yesterday and said, John, what should we do now with this? Because it's going crazy out there. And look at my message is, I guess maybe because I'm 73 years old, I've been through stuff like this before. So it doesn't panic me, I think, like a lot of people. And that's what I want to say. Don't panic, and for God's sake, don't close your salon. Now, people are saying, well, geez, I'm hardly getting any tanners in, and I've got a payroll cost and whatever. Believe me, the cost of closing your salon and losing your market share is much worse than anything you're paying for payroll right now. It just might mean that if you're a single salon, you might be spending more time in the salon and doing shifts yourself. But you have to find a way, payroll-wise, to stay open. This is not the time to close. This is the time, as far as I'm concerned, to attack, to attack, and to attack. And one of the things that's really significant about what's going on, your large competitor, those fitness centers, the 800-pound gorilla, the one that has just given us so many nightmares all the time, like Planet Fitness to begin with, or Anytime, or any of those that have a lot of tanning equipment in it, they're closing. And so you're the only one out there to offer escape from this incredible, terrible thing that the country is going through. And you're not only an escape, but you're a safe escape too. So let's go on to what I'm going to show you some thoughts here on this whole thing. Okay, so first of all, it's good to remember that there are things that are more important right now than empty grocery shelves, toilet paper rolls. Although I will have to tell you, my wife and I, we did take inventory. I think we have 48 rolls of toilet paper here. Fortunately, we live by ourselves, and usually the dogs don't use it, so we don't have a problem with that. What I want to say to you is it's time to get to work or get back to work. Don't let this thing beat you. And there's no reason for it. There really isn't any reason for it. Yes, people are a little bit freaky right now, but what you want to do for yourself to start with, shut off the news. What are you going to see? You turn on the news again today, you find out that there's so many more people infected here or there, and Venezuela's falling apart, whatever, Italy, it has nothing to do with you having your business survive. You still have people out there that want to escape, relax, get tanned, whatever. By the way, the earliest equinox of the spring is coming up this Thursday when the sun is halfway or right over the halfway of the earth in the equator. We have a time when our spring tanning is probably going to start earlier and earlier. And yes, it's a terrible timing for this virus to come along. If it came along in July, wouldn't be a giant deal. Of course, it's now in our peak season. So it's time to get to work, shut off the news. The media wants you captivated. So it's like they're going to be putting out every statistic of another person that infected. I'm not indifferent to people, what's happening to some people that get infected and worst case, they die. I'm 73. I'm in this protected class that everybody's talking about. Fortunately, I'm, knock on wood, I'm very healthy, but who knows, but just stop watching the news. The stupid commercials, the news outlets are just making a fortune off of this because their ad rates are going up dramatically. Okay, what you want to do, and I talked to a number of salons about this yesterday, and this is what they're doing. Reviewing your normal salon sterilization procedures and exaggerate it now. So if there was a certain number of cleanings or deep cleanings that you were doing, double it now, because some people will say, well, I don't have a lot of tanners. Well, then you certainly don't have an excuse for doing even more and more cleaning, but exaggerate it, be visual about it. I would post a video and I would put it on your your website, on your Facebook. Let everybody know this is the cleanest place in town. So show your procedure for beds, walls, front counter, your normal bed cleaning, whatever. Just show that you're on top of your game. Don't let people have any doubt about how safe it is being at your salon. Okay, also, have every employee ready to recite your virus-free message, and don't be shy about it. Make sure that they can. If people are calling in wondering, is your salon safe, make sure that your employees give them chapter and verse, or you do, about how safe everything is there. Construct your ad and verbal messages that your salon is completely virus free. Now, I'm going to show you something here that when I say construct your ads, I'm going to show you an ad here that gives you an idea, one that we just developed for a client. And you can see what we're doing. We're going to be very not so subtle about it. Exploit your advantages. Smaller social distant groups. You don't have, if Planet Fitness has 100 people in there, they're closed now because there's too many people around them. You don't get people like that. You've got maybe, especially now, you've got maybe a couple, if that social distancing you've got personal service, super clean, virus-free, sterile beds. So look at the ad here. Hollywood Tans is a virus-free zone. Tan virus-free and also upgrade-free all week, March 23rd through March 30th. Look and feel amazing everywhere. Only at blah, blah, blah. So don't be subtle about it. You're virus-free. And I'm going to show you some stuff that can back that up in a minute here. All right. And I like using my little attack graphic there. It's time to attack people, not to sit down and let this virus kick your fanny and kick you out of your business. Your business is one of the truly safe and unique businesses. You don't have to worry about people having viruses coming in. They may come in, but you've got social distancing. And what have you got? Maybe 2 people at a time. Okay, so attack with your ad and promo vehicles. Use as a background of your ad messages your commitment to cleanliness and sterilization. Utilize the CDC 1993 statement in your ad copy. Quote, the chance of contracting any virus from a tanning bed is extremely remote. If you look this up, there is I got a copy of this from Dan Squarkham at Funtan yesterday. Great client, and he gave me an excerpt from the CDC message back in 1993. It says it's very unlikely that you're going to get a virus from a tanning bed. That's because we're cleaning these things. How many times a day do we clean them? Somebody comes in, if they do have some kind of a virus and they leave, you're cleaning the bed right away. That was the other advantage that we always had over fitness centers, is that people are supposed to clean their beds, but did they really? Cleanliness was not their king there. Okay, so your goal is to get, excuse me, feet back in the door. I know that some of you are hurting right now because you haven't had a lot of tanners because of all this thing blowing up. That's why you got to go after your ads, your promotions. You've got to go after your email, your social, your Instagram, text messaging if you have that. We've got to go after it. You can't just sit down and let this thing wipe out your salon. I will tell you, for those of you that do what I'm suggesting, another advantage that you have is that some of your peers, some of your competitors are sitting down a little bit, although I talked to 11 yesterday that are not. And to some degree, some of these people are just waiting for you to go out of business because that'll spike up theirs. You got to believe that Palm Beach Tan and Suntan City, they're all waiting for some of you independents to go out of business because let's say even your small salon, you do 80, 90, $100,000 in a year. If they get most of what you had because you close your doors, it's spiking up their business. They're happy. So your goal is to get feet back in the door. And I'm going to show you some ways to do that because now that 800-pound gorilla, you know, Planet Fitness and a lot of them like that are closed. And how long are they going to be closed? Is it 3 weeks, 4 weeks? We don't know. But now's the time to go after it, and particularly because we're in the peak season. So what you want to do is construct different offers each week, at least through the end of April 2020, and avoid a panic BOGO. Don't go out there and say, okay, buy 10 sessions, get 10 sessions free. The last thing you want to do now, yes, you need cash. I understand that, but there's other things you can do, and I'm going to show you that in a second here. The last thing you want to do is take away your opportunity to sell someone on a membership. COVID-19 is not going to be around forever. It's going to go away. I'm absolutely confident that this is not the Spanish flu. This isn't going to kill millions of people. It's going to make it inconvenient for millions of us, but it's going to go away. And after that's all done, you want people on EFTs because you want to make it through for the rest of the year. So I would say avoid panic BOGOs because all that, it gets you cash right now, but it doesn't do anything for the rest of the year. And you don't know if this were to go on for 3 months or whatever, that BOGO may just serve you now, but it won't serve you 3 months from now. Now, the other thing is focus on not cutting tanning prices. That's going to sound kind of crazy, right? But giving value added extras. So let me show you a couple things that maybe will help you, okay? Samples of ad promos to attack with. Buy any tanning services package, 30-day or EFT, and get a free $40 bottle of lotion. There we go. We're value adding. A $40 bottle, what does that cost you? At raw cost from a distributor, was it 10 bucks, 8 bucks, something like that? If I could keep my customers and keep my market share, I would pay that any day. If they get a tanning services packages and let's say it's $50 for a 30-day, or they get onto an EFT where they're paying $35 a month or something like that, well worth giving up that bottle of lotion. And plus, by the way, let's not avoid the subject that we need to do more upselling as an industry anyway. They want to buy, if we're going to get a free $40 bottle of lotion, you should jump in and say, now this one here I think is a little better, and this is the one I use. It's $60, but I can give you a $40 credit toward this $60 bottle of lotion, and that $60 bottle of lotion costs you $11 or $12, whatever it is. So you're still making money on that, but you're keeping the customer. Okay, post a 2-week, and this one I've used before, Tan Queen online contest for best tan judged by your Facebook fans. It gets a garbage load of people to get on your Facebook, and we're all vain. We all think I think for 73, I don't look too bad. But anyway, everybody, is vain about their looks, whatever. So have them post pictures on your Facebook. Make it for 2 weeks. Each person can vote up to 5 times. And what do you care if they vote 20 times? The idea is that you're going to have a lot of action going on there. It's going to build up your Facebook friends and involvement and engagements and shares. They're probably going to share with their friends, hey, they got this contest going on. And so you give them a month of free tans for the person that wins. A month of free tans, the cost to you, let's say if it's 12 tans, and the raw variable cost in a tan is maybe 70 cents, and you got to give away 12 of them to this person that wins. What does it cost you? 8, 9 bucks? Who cares? Also give them the runners up, maybe 10 runners up a week of free tanning. Again, it's nothing. It's $2. The cost is minuscule, and you want to keep people coming in. The cutest dog contest, I've preached this for years. Every time we've done a cutest dog contest, we get hundreds of entrants. And again, you can give away a month of free tanning, whatever, super cheap cost. And again, it builds up your reach. If you looked at my last mini webinar there on YouTube about this COVID-19, I was talking about that the secret is developing your social audience. The larger the audience reach that you have, the greater that your results will be when you do sell something. As long as you're not using it for trying to sell a lotion or a tanning package every time you post, which is a mistake that a lot of tanning salon owners make. This is the kind of thing, as a consultant, that I work with my people on, is developing their marketing as well as their human resource, which I'm going to talk about a little bit here, and their marketing. Cutest dog contests work really well. If you have an EFT sign-up fee, which, by the way, only about maybe 15%, is as close as I can guess, people still have a sign-up fee, and there's reasons for that. Just let me tell you, the most important thing is to get people on an EFT. If you have a $20 sign-up fee and you don't collect that, but you get someone on an EFT, and let's say it's $50 or whatever for their month, Maybe you have a pro rate that you charge them too. If they don't follow through on their EFT, you still make money even though you don't have the sign-up fee. Remember, sign-up fees sometimes kill that sale on getting people on EFTs, and they certainly frustrate your salespeople. So, like I said many times, it's a big plate of linguine. Get as many people on an EFT, throw it against the wall, some slides off, but a lot of it stays through the rest of the year. And right now, with what's going on, we need people and their packages to stay with us through the rest of the year. You may suspend that EFT sign-up fee is what I'm talking about. Maybe you offer that for a month. Well, spring special, or if you want to get in there, our virus-free special for the month of April is we're suspending our sign-up fee if you use a sign-up fee. I personally wouldn't. Okay, how about a lotion exchange where you get a 50% discount on any lotion plus a week of free tans? Now, the reason you do that, of course, is that, I suppose it gets iffy sometimes whether you're supposed to charge tan tax for that or not. I know it's kind of a gray area, but if you give them a week of free tans, you've got them as the experience in your tanning salon. Now's the time to do that, guys. We have to go aggressively at getting people in the salon and getting them on some kind of a commitment. All right, how about a free upgrade week for all tanners? Now, if they're at the top level of your tanning right now, then throw in something else that to augment your offers. Maybe it's a free spray tan. Maybe it's an additional large discount on a lotion, whatever. Number 6, $29 tour package, a tan in each one of your levels, one in each level for 29 bucks. And maybe you throw in a spray booth because maybe that'll help as well. You could also throw in a week of free red light. Who cares? The red light's sitting there anyway. Usually we use red light as an all access package anyway to justify the increased retail price of that so we can charge people more for that. So throw in some red light. Value add, which is what I talked about before. You got to keep attacking with your ad and promo vehicles. Continue to promote membership benefits. Lower cost per sessions. I don't know what I did with number 7 there, but we'll come back to it. Promote membership benefits. Lower cost per sessions. It's auto pay, convenient. Salon credits for payment loyalty. We do that. Salon credits go toward lotions, not toward anything else. Greater equipment options because they can use all the equipment, including red light. And if you have hydration station, or if you got a sauna, you've got other health benefits. Maybe not whitening, okay, but maybe throw in with a membership if you've got a body wrap or something like that, because it doesn't cost that much, and maybe it'll get people into buying body wraps from you all the time. And of course, you get additional product discounts you have to explain to them too on an EFT. So, well, I guess I missed 2 numbers there. Now is the time to prepare for proms, weddings, and graduation events. This is it, guys. We're in the Ides of, well, we're technically past the Ides of March, as Mr. Shakespeare would have said. We're past that. But now, because of what's going on, that we're going to have an earlier spring. It's going to be starting this Thursday. You're going to have 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of light. People are thinking about how white they are. People want to react at a time like this to make themselves feel better. And let me tell you this, don't forget this. Our demographic is females. Men have their own issues, right? We certainly do. But what we've always seen in the time of recessions and when times are a little bit tougher, what happens then in terms of consumer purchasing? Let me say what happens in terms of female purchasing. Females during this time tend to buy more lower price indulgence products. They might get their nails done, their toes. They might get a facial. They might get their hair done if it's not super expensive or whatever. And by the way, females statistically buy more liquor, more wine during these times. I talked to some salon owners yesterday that were already on their 3rd glass of wine, so I know that this is true. But we are a very inexpensive escape. And for, let's just say for females, we'll say that are worried about this whole situation, and maybe their kids are home now, and oh, Lord have mercy, they're losing their mind. to run up to the tanning salon and get a tan and lay in a bed for 15 minutes. They don't need the whole 15 minutes probably with UV, but they're snoring. Who cares? But we're cheap, and we're very indulgent in terms of giving them service. So now's the time to get them in there. But you got to start preparing for those proms, those weddings, and those graduations, because this is what's coming up. Okay, so number 11, I'm not sure what happened to number 7 and number 9, but these are all good stuff anyway. So number 11, increase your EFT membership selling bonuses for your sales staff. So all of this stuff we're talking about is how to relate to the customer, get the customer back in using your ad promo vehicles. Tell them we're open, we're virus free, come on in. You know, in addition to that, we've got to get our employees psyched up with what we're doing. So maybe for a brief spell, maybe it's for the month of April, because my God, March, April, May, the 3 biggest months of the year for us, we can't lose them, guys, at this time. You can't do this. You can't let it go away. Don't sit at home and worried about that you can't find toilet paper. Use the newspaper because it's worthless anyway, right? Get in there, get promoting, get stuff out there to your client base, get them back into your salon, and get them on EFT memberships. And the way to do that is, if you have not done your new pricing, I've probably done the last 3 years, I bet I've done over 200 new price grids for customers, at least 200. So, you know, you can get a hold of me. I'm a cheap consultant. I love doing this stuff, and I'm good at it because I've done it now as of yesterday. 400. Yesterday I had my 497th individual tanning salon company, chains and single salons. So I know what the heck I'm doing. There's other people in this industry that know what they're doing too, like a David Givens and a J.R. Homer. These are guys that don't run giant chains, but they've taken small operations and made them so much better. So there's a cadre of us that know what we're doing. Obviously, I do it all. I do HR, I do marketing, I do pricing. If you want to know something about equipment, get a hold of J.R. Homer. He really knows something about equipment. I have changed some acrylics, I've changed some lamps, but when it comes to my specialties, I know what I'm doing. So listen, sign up for a free consultation from me, and tell you, as you can tell you, I'm not happy about the virus, but I'm happy that now our competition is on hold, if you will. And you know that your tanning in your salon is a superior tanning experience. So don't let this virus take away your salon's pride and importance. If you want to make your EFT, social, and traditional marketing score a bigger audience and better direct sales, don't survive, thrive. Call me. There's my number. There's my email. I want to talk to you, and I can help you. And the list of salon owners I could send you, you won't have enough time to read them all. It'll have their email, their phone number on it. Just contact them. These are great people. They'll say, yeah, John's not full of crap. He knows what he's doing. So do that. So people, let's stay tough. Let's attack. Let's not let our opportunity go away. And I hope to be talking to you next. Have a good day. And I hope through all of this right now, you're being slammed. Speak to you soon.